get this day started. It's your boy. Look at that shine. There we go. Planes taking off or planes landing. Welcome to Las Vegas, baby. The sun is rising over the valley. I had to catch it. I'm at a high traffic area, but I gotta catch that shine. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. All right. So there's a flip. Yes. Boom, baby, boom. Rise and shine. It's your morning motivation time. I don't have any marijuana on me. I've been doing good not smoking in the morning, but I do want to show off this beautiful sunrise. Got a little cloud cover. We're actually seeing the sun rise into the clouds. Is that interesting? So I just came up over the valley, and normally it'd be heating everybody to smithereens. Yesterday was a hot one, but look at that shine. It's actually going up into the clouds. How awesome is that? Watch this shine with me this morning. An amazing sunrise. Oop, and the plane's landing. Watching these planes land and the sunrise. Oh, good morning. Good morning. So let everybody rise and shine. Get your motivation right on time. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? The sun just rose up. The sun literally just rose up and it's rising into the clouds. How amazing is that? I'm just enjoying the sunrise cloud time. There you go. Wow. Another one. So it's official like a referee whistle. The day has started for all of us. Whether we get in the game or not, days start. Life happens. My boy Marky Saint showing off the Las Vegas Strip. People are getting up this morning. I'm here at LasVegasTickets.com. Look at that. Vegas as it gets. And I want to be a champion. I want to be a champion. Part of being a champion is finding your rise, man. Part of it's finding your shine. It's not easy. You can jump into your mind and tell yourself all sorts of things. I was finding myself finding some success, and part of my mind, your boy, morning motivation, started to reflect on negative things. It's like as soon as I had the opportunity to be alive, right, and have this life and this blessings, the first thing I wanted to do was sprinkle on some stressings. And I don't know how many people are going to be honest about that. Look at these planes land. So cool. Watch some planes land. I'm trying to stay over here by the building so you can hear me better. And that's what we do. We look for faults in things. We can't help but be detail-oriented. And instead of being realistic, we shoot for perfection. And instead of being human, we try to be robot. And instead of being love, we try to control. And I'm just saying what we all know. You know, it's not easy. It's never going to be easy because we're always going to want some form of control. We're always going to find some way to find some fault. Even though we all know that we are not perfect, man. We're not robots and we're just valuable. We know that about ourselves. We know to err is to human, you know, and to be human means you're going to make errors. I couldn't believe that I finally got a little bit of success after like 2 weeks of like no money and no phone calls. All of a sudden the phone wanted to pop. It wanted to start talking to me, which I appreciate, you know what I mean? And like finally some phone calls, finally some action, finally some profit. But it's all about me, you know, like inside me, how do I battle? And battle the battle that's going on inside of all of us. I made myself, well, there's a little bit of conflict, so I avoided the conflict. Was going to the gym there. Hey, you can't be here. Hey, you wait here. Started talking to me like a dog, which I never appreciate. And instead of getting triggered and told the dude to fuck off and just let all my angst out on him, instead what I did was I just walked away. And part of walking away empowered me. And then part of my girl walking away pissed me off, right? So part of me is like, when I'm in a relationship, I'm like, it's us versus the world, right? And part of me, when I'm in a business, it's me versus my stagnation, right? You know, it's me versus the city. And then when I'm in the gym, it's me versus my negativity. And there has to be a battle going on, you know, there has to, or you had a battle to win, because for sure, I know 1000% all of us have to rise a little bit. You know, all of us have a chance to get into our lives and make it a reality. The reality we want to have. Reality's out here regardless, but most of us live in dystopia. Right? We live in an area in our brains where it's just us. You know, we it's our patterns. It's the way we view things. Look at me, dude. I'm about to get ran over by a... And that's what ends up happening. That's an old lady driving a truck. We end up... Yes, bless. We end up repeating some of the same patterns, holding true to ourselves, just so we can have some stability. And I'm of the belief that I have to battle to get said stability. I got to get inside myself and tell my mind to get in that gym so I don't think negatively. So I don't live in that world where I start picking myself apart. I start criticizing myself. I'm gonna be honest, even when I wake up in the morning, the truth is that no matter how much success happens in my life, I'm always gonna have some regrets. I've had to examine myself so hard, being a motivational speaker, being somebody that gets live every morning and checks out the sunrises and talks to people about getting themselves up and enduring their lives. I love the book Endure, you know. I wrote the book. I have to live it. I did live it. I still live it. I have to live with my endurance. I have to live with myself. And you got to live with yourself too, dude. Like, you're the only one listening, and it's so important that the way we talk to ourselves and the way that we reinforce some of our ideas or our thoughts. You know, it's not easy. You know, there's going to be the creepy perfection in there. There's going to be that little, I need to be perfect, and everybody else seems to have it together, and they don't. I'm here to tell you, they don't have it together. We might be able to show up to work, but doesn't mean we showed up in our past life. Woo. There we go. Doesn't mean we're showing up right in our lives either. In our thoughts, and our actions. Part of me wanted me to skip the workout, just being honest with you guys. Part of me was just like, fuck this shit, you know? Fuck this workout, man. I want to just sit here and smoke some weed. But then I was like, my body started to call at me. And my mind started to creep up on me. And I started to talk to myself. And I was like, man, you just got some success. Enjoy it, you know? If you constantly reach back in the past to beat yourself up in the future, that's a weird little cycle to have. You know, that's a weird little Back to the Future episode that we all play up here. And Back to the Future makes no sense because it's back and there's the future. You know, we can't go back. Okay? There's no going back. A lot of people, they'll try to shake it, fake it till they make it. You know, Las Vegas Strip it. It's all the glitter and all the glitz. And then there goes us having to fix this. And that's all I wanted to talk about. Fixing between the ears. Doing the work for the gray matter. Because that's what matters. It's the gray matter between our ears that's really what counts. You know? It's the only thing that's listening. It's the conscious and the subconscious having a conversation. And if we're calculating, we get up in the morning and we say, hey, here is my manifestation. Hey, here's a plane going through the clouds. Hey, thank God for some cloud cover. Hey, thank God for some shine. Thank the universe for ever expanding and sharing these miracles with us. We start pumping ourselves full of gratitude. We start pumping ourselves full of mantras. You know, we get reverence for 5 a.m. and point ourselves eastward and say, okay, today is a new day. Tomorrow is already gone. And for the way we talk to ourselves, it's going to matter all day long. Just how it works. And whether you understand it, whether you calculate it, or whether you just let things be. My point is in between the ears, where only you live, there's got to be some positive reinforcement. There's got to be some seeds. There's got to be some blessings. And that's all I'm talking about, you know? I do this show. Just going like, damn, man, I do need the workout. I'm making a shirt. I'm working out for my mental health. That's what I'm doing. Most people are like, yeah, guns, let's flex on them. Get to the gym, $50 for 30 days, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Buy, sell, you know. I'm in there to shut all that down and stop talking to myself like that. Stop talking to myself about what went wrong when I just got a touchdown. When I was just feeling good about myself, I couldn't wait to pick myself apart, beat myself up. Again, losing my baby, losing love. I calculated it all. And I was in love, you guys. I thought I was going to start a family and get married. And then life came down and struck all that down. And I wasn't talking to myself very well. I wasn't eating very well. I wasn't taking care of myself very well. And things started to happen. I got fat. I got depressed. I started to not believe in my life anymore. And that was scary to me. I know you know what I'm talking about. And as everybody else rushes to work, you know, look at all these work vehicles getting their paychecks so they can keep the roof over their heads, so their kids can be safe and we can keep the pile moving forward. I wanted my brain to start working for me. I just literally had to pump myself full of the endorphins at a rapid speed, counter to whatever else I was telling myself. So if I was telling myself, you know, hey, you know, you're a bad husband because you were arguing with your pregnant wife. Yeah, that wasn't cool. Or you'll never be a husband because you disrespect women. Or what's the other loser shit I was telling myself? You blew it. Biggest opportunity of your life. Every time you get a chance, Saint, to shine, you get scared and you start to buckle and fumble. And I didn't want to be known as a fumbler. Who the fuck wants to be known as the Mr. Fumbleitis? Nobody wants to be that way, and I especially didn't want to be that way. I wanted to be the type of person that set my mind right, put my soul in a position where it can heal and move forward. And as I live and breathe, shit, it feels good. Look at that. It feels good. Are those abs? Holy shit. Holy shit. It feels good that my body's on tight, strong, swole. I can feel it in my shoulders. I can feel it in my chest. Just a little chest out. That I'm a different man now. That last play, sure, I didn't get the touchdown. Biggest touchdown of my life, but what I wasn't feeding myself was the opposite. She didn't want to have a baby. She told me she didn't want to have a baby. And nothing's worse than trying to date someone when they're going through a divorce, or they got trauma or drama or child custody issues. I was watching some chick go, no, these are the red flags. These are the red flags. She's pounding on the makeup on herself, just talking to herself, how they treat their mom, how they treat their kids. Are they going through a battle for their kids or with their kids? What's their relationship with their parents? We can all ask ourselves these questions. Well, how long was your last relationship? Why did you guys break up? And besides for the FBI background check and intimidations and questions, this is exactly this, man. Us in our heads grading ourselves, going, how good did you do up against everybody else? So yeah, well, my parents were married for 52 years straight, and you're like, I lasted about less than 52 weeks, okay? Right, half of that. 52 days, all right? 5.2 months. Anyway, that's my point. We don't level the field very well to ourselves. We just don't. I don't know why we do it, but maybe because it's so isolated inside of us, right? It's only us, and it's our view, like from my lens outwards. So I don't really get to see what I look like unless I'm doing the show inwards. And it's part of it. It's part of it is looking inwards, finding it inside and said, hey, man, I have some shine in me. I have some things that I've done good. I've done some things in my life, like starting Saintsgiving and, join Weed Club and creating Weed Club from nothing and creating all my ideas from nothing. I've done some things. Las Vegas Strip. I've done some things. I'm not all so bad. I've fed the homeless, man. I made love to beautiful women. Not all my relationships have been shit. Not all of them have been successful neither. And that's par for the course. You win some, you lose some. You get laid sometimes, you're making love to a beautiful woman. And then sometimes I'm not doing anything at all. I have no relationship with anyone. I'm actually pretty much a stoic, to be honest, till I find somebody I wanted to engage in, or embark with or dock my ship, if you will. It hurt when I fucking pulled up and thought that I had saved the day and then end up showing my ass and showing out. It hurt me a lot that didn't realize just how far my actions had gone. I would sit there and ruminate on the things that didn't work instead of all the work that I did right. And that's something I wanted to talk to everybody every morning, every day, is to not only sit there and criticize yourself, right? But also calculate the pitfalls you missed. Like, there's so many times where I'm looking around, I'm like, I could have been a junkie, She called me, one chick called me, you're nothing but a loser smoker. Another abusive relationship I was in. And I was like, really? Well, Mom, let me shut down my stepdad and that nonsense and stop smoking weed. Notice that I don't have a stogie in the show. Stopped buying it. Only started smoking it when I was offered to it. Not from strangers or randoms, or it was available. but from friends. And friends I wanted to spend time with. And people that actually cared about me, so I could get some care back inside of me. Like a Care Bear stare. You know, I needed that Care Bear to stare and just or pump it back up into my cerebrum so I could have a brain full of possibilities instead of anxieties. A brain that shows, yeah, I can be critical, but I can also be grateful, you know, and I can be human instead of a fucking robot. So, you know why this morning shine is coming through the clouds, much like our thoughts when we get up in the morning. You know, I had to have that conversation. You know, that's these kind of conversations where we need to talk to ourselves better. You know, it's not easy. Life is so fucking hard. You're lucky to even have it. Again, my son would be here right now. It's life is like a 1 in 4 trillion experience, and that you are here to even have ears to even get this kind of information. And then you go sit there and go, yeah, what kind of way have I been talking to myself this whole time? And that's what it's all about. It's the time, the quality time you spend your life with, the quality time you spend inside your mind, you know, and the way that we talk to ourselves. It's all on time. It's all with purpose. It all has something to do with shine. And that's why I keep rising. I wanted people to see themselves. I want to get past that sign before they beat up themselves, you know, before it's too late and all they've done is had prescribed themselves, you know, not victim stuff, but unsuccessful thoughts. And that's not in any doctor's alignment. You know what I mean? Like, there's no doctor that's going like, yeah, keep talking to yourself crazy. That'll work. He said, no one ever, man. No, man. Part of it has to do with talking to ourselves better, bro. And getting it how we live instead of beating ourselves up for not living. You know, we can get busy living or get busy dying. And that's really up to us and how we deciding. So how are we deciding this morning? Are we deciding to board a plane and go somewhere with our bad selves? Are we deciding to be intimidated by people and their stares? Are we decided to keep being ourselves and stick to our authenticity? Are we deciding to keep beating ourselves and judging and making sure that we for sure whip ourselves and castrate ourselves and beat ourselves up some more? There's a lot of abuse out there. There's a lot of competition, especially on social media. You know, there's your mind, bro. That should fuck up your mind to sit there and compare and go, why don't I have children? Why don't I have money? Great risings, brother. Thank you for watching with me. Look, the sun's coming up. We're going to watch these planes take off right as the sun is cool as that, you know, just to see life. I think that's a UPS airplane. But yeah, I saw it coming up this morning over the strip and I was like, ooh, look how beautiful the mountains are. You can see the sun rise across it. I think I just saw a jet pull up. Fuck, those things pull up fast. But look at that. Look at the sunrise right across the red rocks. Hopefully you guys can see it. Finally, we got a little bit of cloud cover on these hot days. It's so important. And then we just get to watch things rise and watch things take off and stop believing in wait times and gravity, right? Next thing you know, you're going to believe in fly a little bit, dude. You know what I mean? Looks busy. I know, right? Fuck, dude, this fucking whole bus coming past me. But that's what we got to do. We got to find our shine. And a lot of us, we can't do it. You know, we're so stuck in what's not working. We can't seem to focus on what does. And that's all I've been having this conversation with. You know, finding things that will. Oh, here we go. We got some launch. There you go. There you go. Look at this guy. Going to launch. UPS truck. Airplane. From truck to airplane. It's a worldwide service, baby. Woo! Look at that. It was on the tarmac. It was heavy as fuck. It looks like 10,000 pounds. And right now, it just shot past us with enough zip and drive, and look at it rise and shine. That's what I want our brains to do. I want us to lift up over the mountains, no matter how big the mountains are. I want us to lift up from the darkness, no matter how dark it is. I want us to rise, straight up. I wanted people to be able to find the ability in their brains and go, you know, I haven't been giving myself a fair shake. You know, I've literally just sat inside my brain and beat myself up over certain things for no reason at all. I deserve reprieve. I deserve respect. I deserve to not be a robot. Like, that's it. And to give ourselves some leeway, you know, so it's all par for the course. Not anybody has all the answers. Not anybody's making it. Not every liftoff makes it. Okay, I'm watching more of it, you know. There's going to be some failure to launch, but at least there's an attempt to rise. That's what I wanted people to do. I wanted them to at least attempt it. Like, is it perfect? No, but after the gym, after a good workout, after getting up early, you stand a chance. We stand a chance to launch. And that's what I wanted us to do. I wanted us to stand a chance to launch and launch ourselves into every morning and say, hey, I'm giving myself a chance. I'm getting confidence because I'm battling back. And there's Frontier. There she goes. There she goes. There she goes. And she goes good. All the way. All the way. I'm going to keep pointing it out so you can see her launch. Lift up the nose. Point yourself sky high. And just keep on going, baby. Keep on going. And that's your morning motivation. You can get yourself your heavy ass wings up from the dirt, up into the clouds, right where the sun is rising. Just like your boy Saint, on my heart from the start. I get up early, man. That was like 5 o'clock this morning to see that thing rise and see the shine for all of us and say, hey, you know, this is my time. My time to start talking to myself better. My time to start forgiving myself. My time to start healing and giving myself all of the things that it takes so we can be better people, have better experiences, and not keep beating ourselves up over the same shit all the motherfucking time, bro. All the time. Always beating ourselves up. It's time to start being more gentle on the brain. So as you rise and shine this morning, make sure you go, I love my life! And catch yourself some shine. Scream at the sky. Not then, not then. Why these things happening to me? And then take a calculated approach and say, this is what I'm doing because life did this to me. So don't just take it. Don't just bear it. Grab it and say, hey, this is my mind. I'm going to grab it this morning. I'm going to shake it a little bit and say, hey, it's time to shine, bud. Let's get up. Let's go. And that's what we're going to do. Let's go. Get ourselves up and say, hey, I want a better day. I want a better life with a better mind, with better thoughts and better results. And then you got Saint's Addiction. So that's on my heart from the start. There's the start. Huh. There's the heart. There's Las Vegas. And this is Saint's Addiction. I want everybody to get a chance to like, share, and subscribe. We've been working on the channel. We're about to blow up like you thought I would. That's how it works, you know? Got to get yourself up. Got to get yourself through. And got to get yourself motivated. So that's all we're going to do this morning. I'm out. That's my 30 minutes of shine. If you got anything out of this, please like, share, and subscribe. That's on my heart from the start. And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever and finish. And I will see you on the other side. Like, share, and subscribe. Check out that shine. What a blessing. Right on time. I'll see you on the other side. Peace and love. Be nice. And most important, be kind to yourself. Wow. Rise and shine. Ciao.